Well, your previews continue for the Tech Northern Rivalry Series here on TV6 and Fox UP, and we're joined by Northern Michigan's second-year head coach of the hockey team, Dave Shyiak, who's been around this rivalry for a long time. Is there anything better than a Tech Northern game?
I think it's outstanding, obviously, for the people of the UP, but two great programs with long traditions of history, and it's not just about the universities, it's about the communities involved in too. Obviously, like you had mentioned, I was involved in it as a player and as a coach, and I think it's one of the best hidden rivalries in college hockey, and I just think it's great atmosphere. Sets up for great matchups. Even last year, I think there was two or three overtime games, and you know, it's one of those things where we go back and forth. It's a 1-on-1, which I kind of like. It's not two games in one venue. We go back and forth, and I really think it gives an opportunity for the community to go back and forth and cheer on their home team. And I just think it's one of those great heated rivalries that nobody really knows about.
Excited to see your team this year and see how things have changed from last season. That I know was a tough circumstance, but now having a full year to go through it, a great recruiting cycle, this is something you're really excited about.
Yeah. Last year was just kind of, it was like starting up a program again. And in saying that, grateful for the kids we had. They established a great work ethic, a great culture, but we've got a full year of kind of recruiting, and we really did a nice job. Our staff did a really good job of filling the gaps. And we're much better at this time of the year, and so is everybody else. If the coach will tell you they love your team this time of the year, we do. We like our leadership group, and we like what we're seeing on the ice right now, and we're in a much better position than obviously we were a year ago.
How do you know in the first month that you're on the right track?
Just the ability to make plays, speed, the talent level. I think we've got a good blend of size, speed, and skill. Now it's just molding them together. And we're starting to look like a team. Obviously, in college hockey, there's not a lot of exhibition games, and we don't have any. We've got our systems in place. We're getting our habits in place, and obviously we're trying to do a little bit more 5-on-5 so the guys get used to that right off the hop. So I really like what we're seeing so far. It's a good group, and they're learning quickly. I think with 16 new faces, you want to build on the culture that we built last year, and our leadership group have done a real nice job of that.
What was it like for your staff this year to get those 16 on board? Because now you've got junior players who are eligible. You've got the transfer portal window that's always going to be a threat around college hockey because it seems like it moves players all over. It had to be a really interesting planning session to know where you wanted to go to get this group together.
Yeah, you do have a plan. You know, some plans are executed, and sometimes you got to have a B and a C plan, and that's all recruiting is. And the landscape of college hockey has really changed, where there's turnover every year with a lot of different programs, and we're still in transition here, but we're able to get 16 new faces and identify kids that really want to be here. We want to be a first choice program. That's where we've had success in the past, and that's the direction we'll continue to go. And our guys love it here. We've got top 20 facilities in the nation. I think our facilities are outstanding. And when we're identifying kids, we want them to not just like the opportunity and the amenities, but what the UP is all about. And I think, like I said, our staff did a great job of that.
Last year, we know about the stat of how many times you pulled the goalie and how close you were in hockey games. Just a little bit of secondary scoring. You're moving 3, 4, 5 places up the standings right now because you're that close in these games. It's got to be exciting that, you know what, we're that close.
Yeah, and there's a lot of what ifs in there, but like I said, our guys worked their tails off to make the games tight enough where we pulled the goalies. And, you know, you need difference makers in your lineup to score goals, like you said. And I think we filled some of those gaps. Some of the guys are still growing into those roles. We have some guys that can do that. We're hoping we can score more. I think we will score more. And like you said, that makes the difference of winning and losing. And obviously that's the goal. But, you know, we're obviously in a result-oriented business, but it's about the process of continuing to get better. And that's where we're at as a program, and I like the direction we're going.
Well, the buzz is building for Northern Michigan hockey, of course, all around the CCHA. And for us, it's some of the biggest nights of the year. We'll see them in November. We'll see them in January. We'll see them all season long. But those live games against Michigan Tech are going to be a lot of fun here in the UP. Dave Shyiak, thanks for joining us, and we're looking forward to a great season.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it.